Fractions. How to change a mixed number to an improper fraction. Here's a mixed number. You might also hear this thing called a mixed numeral or a mixed fraction. Different names, but they all mean the same thing. Every mixed number contains a whole number part and a fractional part. Here we've got 2 2/3, that's 2 whole ones, and the fractional part is 2/3. When we change between a mixed number and an improper fraction, we're saying how many parts there are in total, and we're giving that information in the form of a fraction. The denominator tells us how many parts are in each whole. A denominator of 3 means that each whole has 3 parts, and we have 2 wholes. This fractional part tells us that we have 2 parts out of 3. We can see all our parts in this diagram. How many parts have we got? There are 2 wholes, so that's 2 lots of 3, 6, plus 2 more parts, that's 8. And we keep the same denominator because this is still parts out of 3. So we put the total number of parts, that's 8, over our denominator of 3. And there's your improper fraction. We can also do this work without using a diagram. Let's take another example. 4 1/2. Each whole is worth 2 because our denominator is 2. I have 4 wholes, so that means I have 4 lots of 2, or 4 times 2. That's 8. And I have another part here to add in from the numerator of 1. So 8 plus 1 is 9. That's our number of parts, so that's our numerator. I use the same denominator we started with, 2, and I'm done. 4 1/2 is the same as 9 over 2. And I can use a diagram to prove it. 4 wholes. Each whole is worth 2 parts, plus 1 more part out of 2. That's 9 parts out of 2. It's the same answer. 5 3/4. This is 5 wholes. Each whole is worth 4 parts, as the denominator tells us. So we say 5 times 4 is 20. Add the remaining 3, that's 23 parts. Put that back over our denominator of 4. Done. 6 2/3. 6 wholes. Each whole is worth 3 parts. So 6 times 3 is 18. Add the remaining 2, that's 20 parts. Put that back over the denominator of 3. Done. Last one. 8 3/5. 8 wholes. Each whole is worth 5 parts. So 8 times 5 is 40. Plus the remaining 3, that's 43. Put that back over the denominator of 5. Done. So when you're changing a mixed number to an improper fraction, you take the whole number and you multiply it by the denominator, and then you add the numerator, and that's your total number of parts. It's your new numerator. Put it over the old denominator and you're all done.